Áfala Ákosma, Áfala di Conti, the cosmic language, the language of stories. Escrito por Mondo de las Vedas, written by Mondo de las Vedas. Alahia de Cosma, alphabet of cosmic. Cosmic is the language of stories. It is a carefully prepared and practiced tongue used when storytellers feel as though language cannot adequately describe the story being told. It is mixed from other languages that do adequately describe the situation without. One example of this is the Portuguese convention that allows inda and the as one word, particularly no, na, nos, and nas for inda, and do, da, dos, and das for the, depending on grammatical gender and plural singular respectively. Cosmic tasting convention uses d and d to mean of the plural without using grammatical gender, and ni for in the plural. This is because it is simpler, and I personally believe it writes better than in. This allows us to write things very shorthandedly. For example, one line in the ending chapter of the story of Emir del Mundo, Road Never Traveled, says, "I lasti momenti di fate meglio, pioggia firmamento d'olio," meaning the last moments of fate mine, I saw the firmament of the god. And ni and do mean inda and other respectively, combined with the other words to an accent mark of al convention and cosmic. Using the line "ni resti momento di fate meglio, pioggia firmamento d'olio," we can see a number of English words combined into the line at hand. Last and moment, as well as fate and firmament, are combined into cosmic conventions and grammar. For example, the ni combines the last and moment into the lasti momenti, meaning the last moment. This goes on with the di fate meglio, meaning of fate mine, with di meaning of the, fate being an English word, and meglio meaning mine combined. Ni lasti momento di fate meglio means in the last moments of fate mine. This is an example of shorthand capable of being written in the cosmic language. For this line, there is pioggia firmamento d'olio. This is a combination of vio, meaning I saw, sho, meaning I, firmamento, meaning the firmament, and d'olio, meaning God, of the God. Put together, this means I saw the firmament of the God shorthandedly. As another example of cosmic use in Road Never Traveled, there are a number of veteran swords of Mattia Spaldi, which played a central role in the story of Emir del Mundo, Road Never Traveled. This word is a compound of the word Mati, meaning killer, and the Spaldi, meaning spine. This means that Mattia Spaldi literally translates the killer spine, throughout Road Never Traveled it is translated as veteran sword. This is an example of a shorthand that is capable of being expressed from the cosmic uniquely. As for an example, when the Mattia Spaldi is used figuratively in the story, Vemir talks to Ebola, Vizir's grandmother. Vemir at one point responds in cosmic to her, though this convention is translated into English. Vemir says, "For goodness sake." In cosmic, the phrase being "Proste Mattia Spaldi," or "for the sake of the veteran swords." My form of cosmic happens to use Portuguese and Italian articles. These apparently look at the Portuguese o, a, os, and as, meaning the, being used for grammatical gender and singular plural respectively. An accent mark may be used to combine this article with a noun such as Áfala Ákosma or the cosmic language. For plurals, I is used both in front of the prefix and the back of the suffix. This is combined with no into ni and do into di, meaning in the plural and of the plural respectively. Different forms of cosmic may follow different rules. The only constant in cosmic is the ability to tell the conti, or the stories. These stories are generally del mondo, or of the world. 2. Cogito ipso facto, I conti del mondo, stories of the world. What is a story of the world? This is simple. A story is del mondo if it can be written as a combination of cogito ipso facto and reductio ad factum. This means that as long as it is a truth by thought and reduced to truth, cosmic is a choice language to construct the story. These principles are used to prop up the fictional world into a realistic situation that could actually happen, bringing immersion to the front line of a storyteller's story. For example, Road Never Traveled contains a number of cogito ipso facto statements, such as hallucinations of animals and mental journeys across large lands. There is no need for cogito ergo sum in the storytelling, because reductio ad factum shows that the reduction to truth is sufficient when told metaphorically and cosmic. For example, cosmic captures thoughts through an individual experience in psychosis. This is an example of cogito ipso facto. Example of reductio ad factum would be the metaphorical writing being capable of being reduced to a true scenario, such as when the hallucination is transformed into literal reality via reductio ad factum. 3. Cosmic vocabulary. I palabri, words. Cosmic vocabulary takes a wide inspiration from many different languages, the choices among them being Portuguese, Italian, and Spanish. For example, the word for story in Cosmic is conta. In Spanish, this word is cuento. The definite article a from Portuguese is added to the front to create a conta, or the story. Vocabulary's only requirement for being added is a strong feeling by the author that this is the correct word for the given context. As a result, there may be many different words to describe similar context or situation. and subtle differences between each. For example, is might be AOA or omitted based on context, the latter being a project of Russian grammar, the former being borrowed from Portuguese and Italian. There are many ways to express similar ideas within the cosmic language. As we know cogito ipso facto, we can state thoughts by the very fact justifying its own existence. Therefore, words are chosen carefully from a number of languages, eloquently written into prose or poetry, by the virtue of their own existence. A good example is from Road Never Traveled, line, Ni tolti fermi, vidi cari di anni sentiti, meaning in all of the firm, lives, faces, days, years, feelings. Ni from Portuguese no, meaning in the, is combined with tolti, from Spanish and Portuguese todo, meaning all, and fermi, from English firm, to create the first word of the line. Vidi, cari, di, and sentiti are from Spanish vida, Spanish cara, Spanish dia, Spanish año, and Spanish sentido respectively, meaning life, face, day, year, and feeling respectively. This is an example of cosmic vocabulary. The words we use as accurate depictions of cogito ipso facto thoughts, that is, to express with poetic sovereignty the concept at hand being described. On the note of poetic sovereignty, poet sovereign is the ultimate goal of the cosmic language. To completely control the world of literature and art begs an expression as wide as cosmic's. By stitching together the most beautiful arts of other languages, cosmic achieves its goal. 4. Philosophy of language. Idea Ákosma, the cosmic idea. The cosmic idea is at the center of the cosmic language. This idea is widespread within the development of new nouns, conventions, adjectives, adverbs, and more. The cosmic idea is to dream of stories and to show as storytellers that we have worlds ready to express. For example, let's write a story on cosmic using just what we know from the vocabulary. The conte eo deepenim hontalas det comes to mind, meaning the story is first hunted and done. Let's write some more lines. La primeria eo atacada por enemy, meaning the first attack by enemies. We expand. Enemy proshtai azúcar when see, or enemies for which sugar they come. Venesi proshtai aluna ebomoxando, meaning they come for the moon and good waxing. Put together we get the first story is hunted and done, first attacked by enemies, they come for the moon and good waxing. We edit this slightly. The first story is being written and they're attacked by enemies on the full moon. We have a concept for a story just like that. It still plays into a cosmic idea, the idea that we can write intuitively within storytelling and writing in constructive constraints.